If anybody looked at Paddy's face and then you want to
that was genuine surprise. She's like, reaction.
Yeah, if you want to go through and rewind to that, everybody, it's worth it. And then somebody pause it and snapshot that
and make a
meme.
There we go. See, look at that. We're starting already the evening memeable.
My face when GameStop hits $500. Are we on? We're recording. We're silent.
Yeah,
we're good.
We're good to go.
All
So
right.
welcome everybody once again. Frack, Paddy, Wack, coming to you live from the Paddy and Wack studios. Follow us on all the handles. They're actually now below.
Actually.
Or actually, with the way that I have the video set up, it'll be set up behind me here. So yes, thank you everybody once again, and also get to our website ffpw.live. So
we're live.
We are live. So it's good to go already. Luckily, we've handed that over unanimously to Wack. He's handling that for us. So thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
I would have loved to buy the .com, but
yeah.
4-letter and 3-letter .coms are one of the hardest things to ever get a hold of.
Really?
For those that don't know. Nearly impossible. Anything you type in that is 3 letters or 4 letters and you can buy it as a .com, just buy it. Doesn't matter. It could be nothing.
One day.
Somebody, but anyways. Hey everybody.
Or they're ridiculous.
So for the evening, we got a lot of randomness.
Throw that into the top.
Yeah, we got a lot of randomness coming up to you guys with what's happening here. Okay, so we're gonna let Wack take over. I think from what we may have of a schedule that we made up 10 seconds ago.
10 seconds ago. We have a show planned for you today.
Yeah, it's totally.
It's great. It's great. Yep.
Cool.
So we are doing a focus segment, which is just going to be us rambling about random topics and things like that. And Paddy's throwing things on the floor and. Yeah.
Wow, look at the better end.
And then
each other.
I see in here that we threw in the grinds my gears, and I think that's going to end up being my 4-star conversation. So
I didn't see that.
Yes,
it's not in there as a segment. We're just gonna
grind our gears here a little bit.
Random life questions, national, local trending topics, 2 truths and a lie. A you decide bracket of.
Sides. Dinner sides.
Dinner sides.
I was going to say supper sides, but supper.
What constitutes supper or dinner? Is that another thing? Well, yeah, but I mean, what time is supper and what time is dinner? Like after 8 p.m. and supper is before that?
No, supper is after. Like supper is the 8 p.m. Dinner is like 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Like okay, so
it's dinner at 3 o'clock.
Old white people.
Oh, that's you. So all people in assisted living facilities.
So we eat dinner at my house at 4 when the kids get home if there's no basketball. But we eat supper when the kids are done with their games and stuff, which is 9, 10 o'clock at night.
You see. Wish I could control it from my phone, huh?
Yeah.
It would be even cooler if I could just pull up my phone and be like,
I don't. Who eats at 4 o'clock?
So my parents will eat that early.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So the kids are home from school. Nope. That's when we're eating. But if it's
our dinner was always 5 o'clock.
Yeah, like 5, 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
I get it.
and in the 5:30 range. Like late was like 5:30. Now we
now don't get me wrong. Because traditionally you ate lunch around like 12, 1 o'clock. Right. So eating again at 3 o'clock, I would.
Okay, but now my lunch isn't till like 1, 2. So my dinner, which is like a little quickie or whatever with mom and dad, because I'm sitting down and having a conversation with them at 4 o'clock. What?
Nothing. Keep going.
Whatever. I'm done talking. I don't like any of you.
What? No, but I'm saying it's not just you, because I've heard of others who eat really early as well. But at the same time, that's been weird to me because I'm used to eating dinner seriously.
Okay, just because it's weird to you doesn't mean it's weird to the rest of society.
I am trying to explain from
chat. Help us out on this because we need some help.
Yeah, like maybe there's a schedule because worldwide.
I used to know the difference. Like we used to call dinner and supper.
So dinner is lunch. We don't say lunch because breakfast is usually brunch because it's between breakfast and lunch.
Are you a hobbit?
Yeah, I don't. When my grandparents were alive,
so they just eat at weird times.
Yes.
We did everything at their house for big holidays and stuff.
Got to turn the AC down.
I can't remember if we called that dinner or supper. I think it was supper. Like when everyone came over and we had a big,
like the last supper.
Yeah.
So there's going to be 12 people?
Yes.
And they got to be Catholic? Or Jewish?
Yes, it's a Catholic thing. We all just say supper.
Yeah. Well, actually Jewish, because if you think about it.
I was being sarcastic. Let it go.
Thank you. I'm sorry. So, Chad, help us out. Maybe we need one of those memes from the Hobbits, like 11Z's, lunch and then post lunch and whatever.
I hate him so much.
No, but seriously, no, because we're used to eating dinner in my household usually at like 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
that dinner. Not supper.
See, but I don't know if it's a cultural thing. Maybe supper is like 5, 6, and then dinner is like 7, 8, or whatever. Going out to dinner. So usually you think about.
Is this going to be under your
Yeah,
guidance, my
everybody
dear?
just need to help us out. Anyways, we have a show for you. Let's just move on.
Yeah. This is not the show you're looking for.
Let's just go in the show. What are the hashtags? Who cares? What kind of games we playing? Who cares? Let's focus it.
There you go. Let's just skip it because we haven't changed it. So here we go.
Oh man,
They don't matter. Everybody who watches our show, you know what we're
but
doing.
hashtag
What's
is
happening?
Okay, but if you're new, here you go. Okay, so we have the you decide bracket that is dinner sides or supper sides. Lord knows what we're gonna call them.
How about just meal
Side
sides?
dishes.
There
Not
you go.
talking about your husband or
Side
wife
pieces.
side piece, you weirdos. All right,
I was thinking about first.
and then after the bracket, we'll talk about our niches, bitches. And then we have a closing quote, I think.
Yes.
We'll have a closing quote. Explain the games.
Oh, if you're wrong, you drink.
If you're right, you drink.
If you're all
If
right.
everyone agrees, then we drink socially.
There we go. Keywords of the night.
Actually.
That's the
You're
one.
screwed.
Man, come on.
Do you want to save it for when you're drinking?
Touche.
We could keep it around for a
No,
while.
no,
Let's keep it around for a while. I like it. I like it.
Cool.
What about interesting?
No, don't take away my word. Oh, it's cool.
Interesting.
Okay.
Go back and watch last week's episode. It was awesome.
Or we should do.
I understand the meaning of instant karma now.
Hashtags, of course, we want you to use.
ffpw20, and I
All your
thought,
posts where you talk about this.
yes, please. And I thought
you talk
games
about
would be funny today, and we'll talk about that in a few.
Moving along into the focus segment. All right, so most of you who might, well, no, not everybody works at home like I do, so never mind. If you are clicking on any sort of news or stock market news or anything like that, you are going to see the stock market is going a little bit crazy today.
Yeah.
And or this week. It's been going berserk because not young, but young and old, but basically non-veteran and non-seasoned investors are just jumping aboard. They're basically, it's like a social stock market. They are banding together to purchase stocks that they feel like doing. So GameStop has taken off. Nokia is taken off a little bit. AMC has taken off, but yeah, GameStop is the big one. It was at like $10 or $30 a couple weeks ago, and it almost hit 500 today. It's back down to probably around that $200 to $300 range. But yeah, it's basically been socially driven on Reddit. People getting on Reddit and saying, "Let's buy this stock." I think that's pretty crazy. So.
It's amazing what the power of the people can actually do when they organize.
What about the power of Reddit? Because Reddit is very interesting.
That's people on there. Reddit wouldn't exist without people.
Most things wouldn't exist
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Interesting. But, whoa, no. Almost. That was early in the game. Alcohol. No.
Wrong song.
Yeah. So, I forgot my train of thought. I was just glad I avoided that.
But I just it's crazy that basically they were seeing that investors were backing out of GameStop, and instead a bunch of gaming nerds just said, "Well, I got $10, I can buy a share. I got $30, I can buy a share. I got $40, I can buy a share."
If us nerds and geeks can spend $500 on Legos, you can spend $100 on.
Listen, that big badass Millennium Falcon though. It's like the size.
How tall is that? Is it a stormtrooper or a Darth Vader? You guys?
The trooper. The trooper's 5 foot.
5.
I think he is.
No, that'll be as tall as.
I was going to say
that'd be
that's
4. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
And then I've got the
It's
3
not-
foot ones. But
Yeah,
No,
'cause that's not a 5-foot trooper. That's a guy in your closet hiding.
typically, it's usually you like
It's just-
pop out of it. He's like, "Hey, how you doing? What you guys doing?"
oh wow.
Oh.
So, anyways, yeah, looking at the, it's super volatile. So, I mean, don't jump in now when it's up at $500 and whatever. But jump on Reddit if you want to jump in on some of these.
Is that a pair of underwear?
You guys are
Random image.
You guys are awkward.
It looks like crotchless underwear.
Oh, Lord.
I don't even want to know. But basically, the government's now going to take a look at it because it kind of is.
Because they got upset that the people have power, and it's scary when a lot of people have a lot of power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh, gee, billionaires. Anyways.
Yeah, and that's what it is. So now they're even possibly talking about regulating it and putting regulations in place to where, in our capitalist country, you can't just go and purchase a stock
In a free market.
They're
But okay, this
Congress is supposed to be reviewing it later.
Yeah, so which I don't think how much they can really do, because I get people who are upset with apps like Acorns or Robinhood or Webull or I don't know which other ones are out there, to be honest. But nevertheless, though, the people got upset about being limited on that option, which I get it because you want to take advantage of these things, but at the same time, they're a private company. They can make the decision. So therefore, if they choose to stop something or something, be like, that's not free market. You're right, it's not. And I will say this again. I know we talked about this a couple of minutes prior to the show, but the way they make their money is basically through selling your information. So if you have those accounts, if you have those things, they're going to sell your selling and buying habits. They're going to sell your trending habits. They're going to sell your location. They're going to sell your information. That's how they make money. It's not free just because it's free. That's how Facebook makes their money. By selling ads, by selling our information, by selling our habits. So deal with it.
Yep, just thought it was interesting. And then I mean, one of the things that kind of bothers me is Robinhood halted trading on the stock, which is kind of a bummer. Just because it could have gone to $1,000 a share.
So I really want to see a guy in tights. I'm just saying. We're meant.
Oh, I was like, what?
Tights.
Frack owns a few pairs.
Well, I was Robinhood. That's where my brain goes because I had no idea what you.
And next week on the first Frack Paddy Wack Webcast.
Both of you went, wait, what?
Anyway, so yeah, if you are in and want to get into the stock market and buy and jump aboard on some of these, I highly recommend jump over on Reddit and take a look at one of the threads is like watch bets or something like that, and it kind of talks about the ones that they're going to group together and go buy, which is pretty cool because if you get in and buy a $2, $3, $5, or $10 stock and it shoots up to a couple $100, that's kind of cool. I'm not your financial advisor, nor will it. And right now, that guy's not your financial advisor either, but he should be. But yeah, if you want to start getting into buying stocks and stuff like that, do a lot of research before you jump in and start buying. But there's penny stocks out there that you can start with, and you go buy penny stocks and spend a few pennies. You're not going to make a lot of money.
Are they really like pennies?
They're pennies.
Yeah, and those have been around for many, many years because, again, they're small companies and everything like that. But that's how, if anybody has ever watched things like Wolf on Wall Street or The Boiler Room, those movies about the stock market, that's how a lot of people, and again, because of now there's more things like Reddit, more connectivity, more social media available. But those penny stocks, people used to sell them at like a bunch thing. They used to sell them thinking that they were this high, valuable, marketable item. And when they were not,
get in with the stock and buy it at 25 cents.
Exactly. Yeah. And then they would come back in and sell. And it's not exactly what happened here. This is short options and things that's happening on the market. But nevertheless, still, I recommend watch those kind of movies to get yourself familiarized. Number one, I think they're great movies in general.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of good actors and everything too. But it's the thing I do like about this whole fiasco happening right now is that people start getting involved. They start doing more research, and that's why I'm excited about things like Robinhood, about Acorn app and those kind of saving materials, getting people invested. Because why? It gets people interested in wanting to learn more.
And then they can properly.
and that's what I say. These things are stepping stones. That's not what you rely on. Yeah. These are stepping stones to get you to that level to become better.
If you don't have life insurance in place and you don't have some of the other stuff in place and you're jumping on Robinhood to spend your money, don't do that.
Yeah, if you spend $1,000 on Robinhood and you don't have $1,000 for an emergency account because flat tires or a child gets sick, I'm sorry, priorities need to change.
Yeah, you got it.
So
gotta be setting those. But anyway, stock market is hence a couple of our backdrops. Like stock market is crazy and all the buzz. And if you go to, I like to look up my trending topics and things like that. And if you go to like looking what the trends are, like 10 out of 20 were like the stock market today, just talking about all the different stocks.
And it's been the last 72 hours.
Yeah, American Airlines is making a good little swing, which is nice to see some of the airlines start to come back a little bit.
One of the ones that I'm most surprised by and that people hate so much is Comcast.
Yeah.
People always complain about dropping connection. People always complain about their customer service, and they're still like one of the top two.
So with them, I think that it's the properties that they own, the sub properties,
they don't,
more than the service.
To be honest, they don't make money on service. They make money on real estate.
Yeah.
Because they own the land for the towers. And it's not only just the towers, but you also need underground. So you also got to buy land for being able to have access to, so that's how really they make the money. It's real estate. It's not the services.
Which both this part of the conversation will lend into something later in the show. All right, let's move along off the stock market. There's GameStop, 245. Hey. Its high today was 483. That's crazy. All right, enough on the stock market. That way, Frick can join in on the conversation.
Thanks, appreciate it.
You know, you can still join in the conversation.
But I don't have anything of value to add because I'm not that familiar with it.
That doesn't mean you have to. Yeah.
Well, I'm intrigued by who just called me to ask if they could use footage of my YouTube from the sports games. It's a news channel that'll be airing tonight, so thank you. That's what I was answering.
Michael Jordan.
Sure. No, it's Haynes City coach is getting recognition, and they asked to use my footage from the games that I've recorded.
Charge royalties.
I should.
Every time they do something.
You tell them that they need to tag it.
They are.
There you go.
Yeah. That's what I
monetize your channel.
Yes.
It already is. I have over like 3,000 subscribers.
No. Sorry.
Flag.
So plans for the spring/summer.
Yeah. Any plans? Anybody? I mean, looking ahead, I know that things have been weird last year.
I really do want to have another beach day.
Yeah, I'm ready to plan. I'm ready to plan one now.
Yeah, it was like 30s, 40s this morning. I can hold.
Not this morning, but I mean, a couple weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So by springtime, I would really. Now again, I think here's the funny part. I know that we already practice social distancing.
Yeah, you don't like sand. We got it.
Like.
But
I stand there.
Yeah, we have our tents.
Listen. Have you not seen the tents that I built? They stay cool. Whoa.
We are friends, but not that good.
I was going to say you
walked your way into that one.
That's funny.
That was more of a fell off a third-story building and just plop right into it. So okay.
So yes, when we're at the beach, we pitch some hell tents. They're badass.
And it's saying nice and cool. And I dig a hole.
With his hoe.
You dig your hole
with his hoe.
Yeah, pretty.
Yeah, he backhoes that thing.
I had
he brings a hoe and everything.
Yeah. Sometimes two.
Hey everybody.
I'm just so excited.
He is single.
Listen, the only thing I'm excited about right now is the fact that I got a wheezing laugh out of her. I love those.
So. No, I don't, because I don't have my inhaler. Like, stop it.
So yes, I am too. I'm excited to go to the beach. I'd like to plan another beach day. Looking into, I think we're going to try and find or put together a like a kids bowling league. I think
that'd be cute.
For Tyler would be fun. I'd like to find one. And then we were looking, and T-ball is starting up.
Yes.
T-ball.
Ooh.
So T-ball in the area is getting ready to sign up. So I think we're going to do that.
So he's going to be all involved in multiple sports at the same time, or?
And I don't know. We're just kind of looking to see when everything is and what those are. He at least needs to be in
a sport. Yeah. Get used to it. The structure. It's good for kids to have.
I agree.
And he already bowls on Wednesday, so I don't know. But I know that we were talking about doing.
But that's not really. He's not being.
We want to get him outside.
Structured.
But it's peopling too, and he needs the people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
People is good.
But also being around other children too.
Yeah.
For his social skill building.
Spring summer plans?
I'm hoping. I mean, with the boy being 18, I can't sign him up for a lot of stuff. But I'm hoping that he actually shifts gears and wants to do weightlifting competitively. He's very good at it, which is very intriguing. And her, we're just gonna pray for her.
Who is now watching the show later. All right, cool. Hey, honey.
Yeah, Hannah, we talked.
Yeah.
You need to talk some more because I'd like to choke the shit out of her.
Since sushi, did she?
Yes.
Did we not
work.
just talk? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways,
All right, cool. So yeah, moving along.
so we're planning a funeral.
Yes.
Anything cool, new in work life, or is it just driving?
Anything non-death related?
So busy, it's soothing. Like, thank God it's picking up, and then happy for the other one because y'all heard the phone call, just ecstatic. So it's 2021's looking better.
That's good.
Good.
That's awesome.
How about you, Frosty?
Duh, snowman.
We gotta hate.
She said it too.
We both gotta hate. So yeah. So as
That's
far
for showtime.
It must be.
are we talking about plans or are we talking work?
It's work life.
Work life.
Okay. So yeah, work life. Right now, things actually are starting to not get into a bad lull. It's a good lull where it's now happening a little bit more consistent. Also, with being part of the networking group and everything else, it's opening more doors for business. So I'm just excited for that. People also with the new year, I like this time because individuals are thinking about their benefits. They're thinking about, taxes coming up, et cetera. So they're thinking about their monies and whatnot. So this is always kind of a good season for me during, between now until about April, May. So, and I can say the word interesting.
No word you can't say?
Yes, I know the word. I'm just not going to say it.
Yeah,
But are those connections that you're making with having to do kind of force one-to-ones to get to know the people, but are they opening those doors already?
Yeah, it's opening the doors and stuff like that.
Sweet.
So, and some people are aware of, the company, what I do, and actually they're learning more about what I do. That's not just one or two things. So that's a nice thing, being marketable. Like, for example, TVA marketing, it's not just, SEO.
Right.
It's so much more than that.
Didn't know that he could write general liability insurance.
So I can do for businesses too. So it's stuff like that. So people are learning, I'm learning too, which is awesome because that gives me also a foot up in saying, you're talking about this industry. I know what you mean. And people are like, cool. You're either involved or you know about it or you're paying attention at least.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so it's the work. My work life is growing because of that, because of more knowledge. So thank y'all.
And yourselves?
I'm not looking forward to tax season. We had a very good 2020 and
Dadgummit.
yeah.
Hooray!
I need to hurry up and buy
And
something,
we need
right?
to show income. So,
No, we need to show income,
We don't-
so we will.
typically you try to write off as much as you can as a business owner, but since
Try and come out.
we
Not
are
pay anything in,
yeah.
but we need to show income, which means to show that we made as much money, may
You
have
just-
to write off less in order
But
to do so,
taking
or
Do we just stop talking before we incriminate ourselves?
no,
Okay.
no,
we have a lot of write-offs. But
we have a
probably
ton
not
of
going to be using them all.
IRS,
But,
no.
Yeah, no, we definitely stay. We have an amazing account, and but
That
yeah,
helps. Get yourself a good accountant.
yes, she's very expensive, but she is very good at what she does. And but yeah, it's just one of those like we're gonna end up paying. I'm sure we're gonna end up paying a good amount in because we made really good money last year. So
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's exciting to pay money into it, but at the same
Right.
time, that means if you're paying money,
It's exciting to grow.
yeah,
it means you're making money.
yeah, and I think like the way things are going already is pretty insane because like our pest control company opened their second branch based on our model. Our roofing company is launching franchises based on our model. We are the marketing team for it. I'm building out the franchise website.
Because it's working, so it's
Yeah.
amazing.
By the
It's
way,
crazy.
when they're saying this, they're gonna be like, it's their company. They're talking about their
Clients.
client.
Yeah.
So it's like, so I was like, you guys do so much.
Yeah.
I'm
Wow,
learning
you guys
something.
own a bunch of companies.
Yeah.
No, the companies are clients. So it's just we've been really, really busy. Thankfully, the web design side of mine because I run the web and the advertising side, the ad side. She runs all the social media marketing, the content planning and
Design.
stuff like
So
that.
what I
and then
hear
design.
is she's the one making you all the money.
She's doing all the social posts. I'm running the ads. I do all the Google ads. Those bring in plenty of leads.
Yeah, he targets everything.
Yeah.
Like I design the ads.
So he
targets.
stays on target, is what you're saying.
He does.
I see what you did
When
there.
it comes to work.
But yeah, so
Yeah. When it comes to random talking,
Nope.
he's random.
Yep. You guys know. So yeah, I'm excited. The path forward has stayed exactly. We're on pace to do better than last year,
Awesome.
which is
Exciting and well, that's scary.
yeah, just yeah.
But it's good. It's good.
Yeah. So yay.
Yes.
Anything going on this week or next week?
Super Bowl.
Yep. In the Tampa.
Following week. But
The Tampa.
You said this
and the
week or
this week or next week? I did.
Yeah.
I guess that it could include the weekend. It would.
Yeah, it should. It will.
High school districts are coming up.
Cool.
So
More traffic to the channel. Are you allowed to record those?
no.
to the channel.
That's
Sorry.
is that because of scouts or because they cover it?
Because they cover NFHS will find me and all that fun stuff. So
Interesting.
I can record it, but I can't
Post-
monetize it and
Got it.
things
Got
like
it. Can you post it or no?
that. I can post it,
You just
but
can't monetize.
if I'm sure you notice,
Yep.
but the stuff that I post to my blog, it's kind of like it's a non-public video, but if you actually go to my website, you can click it and then see it, but it's not live on
Gotcha.
the YouTubes. So you
Gotcha.
actually have to know me to find the game.
Gotcha.
Anyways.
It's cool.
I just realized my hair has a little bit of an Ace Ventura kind of.
Well,
It's
he
got a
told
lot of
you
it's got
that
a lot of
was like-
everything there, Conan.
Mary.
See, I know. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to figure it out. I mean, like, it's just,
Go get the white
Here,
earpiece.
ready?
Yeah, do you want the earbud? Go
Do you
ahead.
want the white earbud?
Oh.
You know that? Is that hair gel?
Jesus.
Super Bowl. I assume that you're going over.
Well, somebody's got already invited and everything else, but they may change their plans because they actually want a ticket
Invited
to
Oh,
go
wow.
to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
They're
And you're
healthcare
actually
workers.
going?
Wow.
Yeah, they're healthcare workers, so they're going there and everything. But then, so she says, "Well, I'm going. My husband can run the show at the house." I'm like, "Okay."
Okay, but you don't want to come home.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, so how's that homeowner's insurance policy?
Yeah. You better up it real quick.
So you doing a new
Bunch
kitchen?
of
Or,
dudes. Like,
so you doing a new kitchen or a new house?
Home on Super Bowl weekend,
to have a party.
and you told him he could have a party.
It's gonna go well.
So look for us. Look for us in the local news.
And you invited Frack.
So anyways, as we've mentioned, we are.
I have their own volition.
Yeah, I figured you guys. I remember from past years you'd been going over. So yeah, we're gonna like send you guys a message. Like we're gonna have people over at our house, and of course our friend Carrie sends us an invite. She's yesterday she sent people over at her house. We're like,
Don't they live like all the way out? I mean, I love you, Carrie, but
no, they're not. It's not that.
Still,
Plant City, man. It's not that far.
this is annoying.
It's not even that far. It's like
It's not even like into Plant
no. It's like
You
15
do realize
minutes down
that
the road.
there
It's
are
like
another 7 minutes that way going forward. Like
Yeah.
you do realize that
7 minutes, and it's like 15 minutes to
It's
get
30.
there.
yeah.
Why did I think it was further away?
I don't know why you think it's so far.
I just said Plant
It
City.
takes us like
I'm
10, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
To get
that's what I'm saying. It's like the same distance to
And
get to
it's-
Winter Circle as it is to get to her
there. Spend
house.
more time driving through her subdivision
Yeah.
than we do.
So,
like,
anyways, but yeah, so she sends out an invite, and we're like, that's a bummer. So,
I'm like,
we're
how
resend.
many people are coming over?
yeah,
We could just not do.
yeah.
I mean, it comes down to the option of how badly do you want to clean your house
No, and that's
or go to sleep.
that's usually
Your people
not.
are pretty respectful when they come
Yeah,
over
it's
here,
fair.
though.
Oh yeah, they take everything they came with, and we go through a couple trash bags.
Yeah, usually I leave here with food. I'm like, I
Yeah.
didn't order this.
No, it's usually wipe down the table, wipe down
Yeah.
the bar.
You don't have like
And anything on the floor, get Trooper.
No, and I think that let's see, it'd be the 7th. When's JPE come? Is it the first Friday? I bet you didn't
Let
watch.
me look at my calendar.
Watch, that'll be funny. They'll come. So, does this ever happen to anybody
Oh,
else?
she
Like
hasn't sent us in.
the cleaning person will come 3 days before you have family over, when you really need them to come the day after.
Yeah, I think she's coming next. She's coming the day before.
Cool,
Dang.
great. That's what she did last time. We were like,
And I have a hair appointment.
we just had this whole place cleaned for.
Is she weekly, bi-weekly, monthly?
a month?
Okay.
Every 4 weeks.
I've been starting to think about maybe we should go to bi-weekly, and then I just go, maybe I should just buy a Roomba.
I thought you had a Roomba.
It's over there.
I was gonna say, where's
Is it
Alice?
tired?
It runs for all of 10 to 15 seconds and then it
Oh,
redocks.
It lived a good life. It did a good job. It
so
did a
you
good
just
job.
need a battery, and the battery's like $36.
It doesn't really, I don't know. It could be a battery.
How old is it?
Could be a battery.
First of all, how old is it?
3 years old.
4 years, 3 or 4 years.
Is that the average lifespan?
I don't know.
Battery is $36. It's worth a try.
Okay, well, listen, Chad, jump in there. I don't know the average lifespan of a Roomba. I don't know if
It's
it's
a UFY.
Oh, I have the
UFO?
actual.
It's a Amazon brand.
Oh.
Or,
Yeah, it was cheap.
yeah, it's a couple $100. It did its job.
Well,
It did its job. It does a great job. That's why I'm like, we just need to get another one because they're just,
It's been through a lot.
yeah,
so,
a lot.
So we're holding a memorial service.
Through, yeah, Yana.
Many
It's been
times.
through Yana. Thanks. Our
So,
husky,
so again, we're holding a memorial service for this
And
Roomba next month.
All right, let's move along. Let's move.
Would you rather?
All right, you tell me. Would I?
Would you rather live without a phone or a computer for the rest of your life?
Ooh.
This is easy for me.
I'll say without a computer because a phone it could be a computer.
I disagree. I say a computer because a phone you can answer your phone calls through your computer.
Yeah, that's what I was going. I'd have to have a computer just for work. So that's what we do.
Yep.
My work is done through a computer.
Because a phone can be VoIP now, which is over the internet, so you don't
And
necessarily
it would
need a phone.
be really annoying. I mean, it could
About
be
to build out
done
our phone
to
system.
do. I could do all my work
Will you?
on a phone, but it would be really
It'd be really hard.
Right.
It'd be really hard to do web design on a phone.
Yes, long
Yeah, no, I-
videos.
Touche.
I don't like people calling me anyways, especially at 8:30 in the morning.
I thought it was
That's rather
7:30.
specific.
You said 7:30.
That was the first message.
Oh,
I'm gonna message you on Facebook at 7:30, and I'm gonna call you at 8:30.
Yeah, this is not really specific. We're not. Yeah, totally.
yes, it is.
Anybody.
Random, made up.
Yes, it is.
Anybody,
Because
unless
my children like to text me at like 6:30. I'm like, what?
yeah, unless you're a family
Are you
member and
dead?
it's an
Your
emergency.
kids are awake at 6:30.
Yeah,
They have
we're
to
going
be at school by 7, and it's
Oh,
a 30-minute
I
drive.
forget these things.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry. I'm like 6:30. I'm like, I'm still thinking about. No, I can't. I'm dreaming now.
The
I'm gonna
gate
stop.
opens at
It's intense.
6:40, and it takes 30 minutes to get there because of traffic on 60.
Things that single people don't have to worry about.
Were we phone?
Yeah.
Except that guy.
No. Well, I mean, now that you're putting it like this, and now, yeah, I guess, yeah, computer will be
I
there.
already drank. All right.
Would you rather?
So, would you rather be able to only eat one food or one drink for the rest of your life? So, let me explain that. So,
'Cause I don't want to eat any drink.
yeah, so you can only eat one food, but drink anything you want to drink. You know, and you should drink whatever option you want, or be only or able to eat any food you want, and only have one thing you can ever drink forever.
One drink.
Yeah, one drink.
Yeah.
I could drink water. I could be just fine and drink water
Mm-hmm.
if that was the only. That's all I drink, anyways. Outside of other things, I drink.
And yourself?
Myself, yeah, same thing. So, and the older we get, I think
Yeah.
water is more useful.
Okay.
You're next.
All right.
Apparently,
Would you rather have a houseboat as your home or an RV?
RV. I don't want to sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Mm.
but
But what?
a houseboat. I mean, let's say what 70-something% of the Earth is covered in water, so you could easily go to any other country. RV, you're limited to whatever continent you're in.
And then if a tsunami comes while you're on that boat, you go to the bottom of the ocean.
Or you
What
take
about a
boat.
tornado comes and you're in an RV?
Yeah.
Valid. I still choose RV.
Because also the houseboat, I mean, you could dock it and you can still go mainland. So still
But I
have a
don't
car.
people.
Huh?
I don't people.
So,
So I probably
so,
wouldn't.
so,
dock.
so, so do you want to do you want to not people with people driving around you? Or do you want to not people in the middle of the ocean where they can't bother you?
Yes, but there's like really big animals that are in the freaking.
There's really big animals
There's
out,
no
out
fast
there.
fast food in
yeah.
the water, so.
Yeah, there's no Chick-fil-A in the water. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, but there's fish sandwiches. You can just.
No, I'm. That's a tough
You
one.
can
That's
catch
a
a fish sandwich.
really good
It's like,
good question.
Got some nuggets.
Oh yeah, the soggy. Houseboat. I think houseboat.
Houseboat.
I'm gonna go with an RV.
Huh? And,
Oh, we
we're,
forgot a question.
and we're divorced.
My dad, I wouldn't say threatened, but he always wanted to live on a houseboat. So he always told us that he was going to sell our house and we were going to get a nice boat and live in a houseboat.
Like the houseboats are real. Like True houseboats are really nice.
Yeah,
Like,
they can be super nice.
Like
but so can an RV.
2-story.
I'm not saying.
Oh yeah, no.
Like,
Okay,
I'd want a really nice RV.
I'm tired of always forgetting. I am going to run and get an actual coin from my vehicle. So
Don't we have a
I have
coin
one right
beside the?
no, I'm gonna get one because
I
real
have
coin.
one right here.
I
We
want to run
have
to my.
coins.
No,
Obviously, you want to run to your car. Like,
I'm not running to
He
my car.
apparently wants something out of his car that is not a coin.
he's got a special coin that he needs.
it's like a
No, I don't.
two-sided buffalo something. Is that what we're doing? Like,
What, a nickel?
yeah.
All right, we'll go get a coin, please. Tired of always forgetting.
We don't need.
Coin.
Would you rather never be able to shave or never be able to trim your nails?
Shave.
I care
gotta
less
trim
about
nails.
shaving.
Yeah, I can't.
Well, I can't bite, so yeah.
I'm same thing.
Yeah, but you can do it to your toenails too.
That's what I said. I can't bite my fingernails, so I'd rather not be able to shave. Come on, keep up.
So angry.
I love you.
We're
married.
I have to go and trim your nails. I would.
You'd rather never be able to trim your nails?
Yeah.
Have you seen people who don't trim their nails?
I would have to do something to get them down.
No, you
But-
can't.
You can't.
You can't.
So you can't bite them. You can't file them down. You can't nothing.
Nothing.
They gotta grow. However they grow,
They just grow. You can't touch them.
You can't touch them. Done. Copyrighted.
Can't trim them.
Have someone else trim them.
No.
Oh, technicality.
I tried to play the
You can,
technicality.
but somebody else.
Nope.
Like
No.
I have sheep.
No.
Innocent.
Well, good, because your nails are scratching me. Gross. Oh, like, come on, you've seen photos of. I know you've seen photos of super hairy people, but you've also seen photos of the
You
tail.
want
Like,
to trim my nails.
don't when you
Therefore,
die,
you
don't
will do
your
it for me.
fingernails and stuff keep growing?
Yeah,
For
they
the
still,
bit,
they still grow because it's the same material that's made out of your hair.
Yeah.
So it still grows for a while because it's still taking nutrients from your body. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, everything here.
Jump in on that,
dead.
chat. We need to
This is
we
all
need-
dead already.
need to know your answers.
It's all dead.
I
This
did
is
know
dead.
that.
So yeah, so that's why I hate when I see things like for like shampoos or like, oh, revitalize and give life back into you. Like, no, it's all dead. It's all dead. All your hair is dead. Everything is dead.
Can you tell me
All
not to
right.
be morbid?
That got a little bit morbid. All right.
I'm talking about hair.
Hey, you know what we didn't do?
What?
Nothing. Don't worry.
What really burst your bubble?
Yeah.
Go right on ahead.
We can throw it. No, we'll do it after because I know that we've got these segments tied in on the show. All right, random life questions.
Okay, so mine's really weird. Have you found your purpose in life yet? And if so, what is it?
Awkward pause.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, I was like,
Great.
and we're all going deep. Okay.
So I'm going to go first while you're thinking. I actually believe that mine is the patience with the elderly, whether it's medical issues, computer issues, life issues. This world sucks and it's changes so much, and it's hard when that's not something you're used to. Clients, day before yesterday, did not know how to set up the My Chart on their phone so they could do a televisit. They didn't want to go to a doctor's office. And I sat there for a good 2 hours helping them set up emails, configuring their cell phones, stuff that their kids didn't have the time or the patience to do. So I think that's my purpose in life, is just have patience with the elderly.
I'm over here like, nope,
Are you ready?
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Well, there's something that I've always liked to do, and I thought my original purpose when I was going through college and taking courses and whatever else, it's always been to help others. I know that. Originally, I got my degree in psychology. I wanted to help children from broken homes, so work with DCF, working with individuals who, perhaps parents who had addictions and then, left the kids behind at, programs in between homes, etc. So I wanted to do that originally, but then I did a half day of internship and I said nope, because
It's very
it's heartbreaking, and I think I've talked about this before, but I would either have to shut down my emotions, and that's not the kind of person I am.
Right.
And please, Lord bless all of you that can do that, okay? Because it's not easy. I get it.
What's the word?
I know what you
Compartmentalize?
Compartmentalize.
Yes.
Yeah. It was. I can do that, but it's just not at that level because I'm a very emotional person. I know that,
All right, handle.
and not that emotional. Stop yelling at me. Listen. It's not crying if you're in the shower. It's all water.
Oh, okay, got it.
So, but at the end of the day, though, what I realized is that I was either going to have to shut that down, and that's not me, or B, I was going to reach across the table and start beating somebody up because I'm like, how could you do that? And just I'm like, I get it. That's not me. But it's always been my purpose, I believe, has been to teach and help others. I may, kind of like being a coach. A coach may not be the person out there winning the game, making millions of dollars, or doing whatever, great X, Y, and Z things. But the coach is the person, not always in the background, but usually in the sideline, going, I'm not getting all that glory, but I'm helping you achieve that. And that makes me look good. It's going to help you out. So rising tide raises all ships scenario. So if I'm helping you, you're helping me automatically. And I feel better, or maybe I got to get better in my coaching style or something. So my purpose is to help others, bottom line. It's servant leadership.
Do you prefer not to be in the spotlight though?
I like being in the spotlight. But
I hate being in the spotlight.
But not if I have to force it.
Got it.
I don't want to be forced. Like, look at me, look at me.
Selfie.
What?
It's 3 seconds.
Hey, mittens.
I was
Sorry, that
watching
seems
her.
like a random outburst to everyone. But Wack-
Okay, Bernie.
So I have like this habit of just picking at my fingernails, and it's driving Wack crazy.
It's every show.
Well, I asked if you wanted us to switch seats this time. You said no, keep it the same.
Because then she'll just do it over there. And then I gotta stare at her doing it.
Valid.
Right here. I'm looking this way 90% of the time. And then it's just in my peripherals. Just keep doing it.
And don't worry, we can also see it from panoramic.
Yeah, I know. And that's my biggest thing is that I'm like,
Yeah, because he points it out.
because I was watching
the
the
show.
shows every,
Good.
and I'm like,
He's like, you see that?
I mean, we're live. We don't watch. When we
But I
watch the
can't
shows.
see. You do realize when you do that, I can't see the screen.
Yes, but when you're just a floating head.
I'm sorry, I'm 6'2". Deal with it.
We got boxes.
Well,
Why
I
would
know.
we not break out the boxes?
according to Zoom, you're not. I'm taller.
Yeah, according to Zoom, you're 5'0".
But people are confused because if they see. So if y'all are seeing this screen right now, you're going like, oh, I don't
Here,
get
you
it.
want boobs? Is that what you want?
Yes, always.
But if everybody's looking out here at panoramic, you're going to be going like, no, this is off scale. It doesn't make sense. But I'm glad you're sitting to my right, because if not, if you were sitting here panoramic, nobody could see me.
So, anyways,
Great. That's going to vibrate and the whole thing's going to topple over.
There we go. There we go.
Let it go. Just let it go.
I don't think I don't know what my purpose in life is. I don't.
You might not know.
I've never
'cause you
even
want-
thought about it.
Yeah, never thought about it. Never thought it. And because right now, like, I'm so
I
focused
feel like
on.
there's a purpose for every
Yeah.
phase in life. Like I feel like your purpose changes throughout your life.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like, I'm so focused
'Cause
on
right now,
trying.
one of my purposes is being a mom
Yeah.
and raising a good tiny human
Yeah.
that will in turn have its own purpose one day. So, I mean, for this phase in my life, I think being a good wife and a mother is my
Perfect.
purpose.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. Is just trying to be
Business owner.
better.
No, because your kid comes first.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like the business is there.
Yeah.
The business
The
is there.
business
It's
could do
gonna.
good or it could do
Okay.
I'm going to do great for my clients because I
Yeah.
want them to succeed. Because if they succeed, then I succeed. So I have to do good for them. That's not. I
So
don't.
that's not your purpose.
Yeah, that's
Right.
not my
Work
purpose.
is
My
not
purpose is not to. Yeah, my purpose is not to wake up every single morning and go, "How do I make somebody else richer?" That's not my
You
purpose.
do short options on stuff.
You buy the penny stock,
No, but you do wake up in the morning like, how can I make
and
T a better person?
every day I work hard to grow our clients'
Yep.
businesses because that's our business. That's what we do, and that's what makes us successful. But at the end of the day, if that's all done and gone, it's still me, her, and Tyler. And yes, there's all the other parts of my family and you guys, like, but it is doing all that I can while we run our business to make sure that we are completely happy together and that we're raising a kid not to be a tyrant. Because
not to be entitled and not
Yeah.
to be
you
a
can
brat.
you can
and-
tell, but you can tell kids
You knew where I was going with that.
and
The credit card.
you,
not to have a white supremacy credit card.
No, white privilege.
White privilege.
Sorry.
but
And please,
Jeez.
we don't want a white supremacy one either. It's going to be awkward to go like,
Sorry, it was something that Frack had mentioned before we started the show that someone he
In
randomly
California.
spotted that someone had a white privilege
privilege.
credit card, and we just thought it was completely crazy and that people are stupid. But I didn't recall that it was privilege, not supremacy.
Well, pretty close. Pretty close.
I don't know if you saw my Facebook post the other day that said we have an entitlement problem.
Mhm.
I don't know if you didn't see it, go to my page and grab it and read it later. It's a good read. I forget who had posted it. Might have been Nikki's husband, John.
I'll take a look at it.
Posted it, but it's a great little short read, basically talking about people thinking that we're that everybody deserves everything and everybody this and that, and if you don't get it, it's because society's fault, and then just blaming all the things that we don't like, complaining about all the things that you don't have instead of being thankful for the things that you do, not looking back at what our parents and their parents and their parents grew up and lived through to give us the life that we have, and the way that everything progressed to give us the life that we have today. We're sitting in front of 4 computers. $1,000 computers plus an extra screen recording on a camera inside of a house. You know what I mean? Like,
It was unheard of.
Yeah, the U.S. in general is like 38% or something like that over world GDP or something. But it basically, what it was alluding to is like, you're not even looking what other countries and other people are
would kill for
while you're complaining, and
that the air conditioning is not cool enough.
Or just
I push a lever over here and clean water comes out of it.
Yeah, and that's just one of the things that so many people just don't stop and think about that.
Yeah.
A lot of it is not, and it's not being taught. I feel like I'm not a teacher, so I don't know. And I'm not a parent to other kids' parents, but I'm a parent to my own child, and he will learn to be thankful for things that he has.
I actually, bringing that up a little bit, I remember, I think it was a celebrity segment we did a while back, and I don't know if it was Paddy that actually covered this, and it was Ashton Kutcher.
Mm-hmm.
And they were teaching their children exactly this is not your money, this is our money, this is me and my wife's, we work for our money, you work on your own, you're going to get a job, you're going to do so exactly. So reminding them that, remember where you came from.
Right.
We all come from the same place, the woman's vagina. But at the end of the day, though, you got to work on
it. He's right.
Be a C-section.
Okay. Or a woman's lower abdomen area, whatever. The point is,
her belly.
Look at that face.
That's what confused me.
That was his, I'm being a smart ass and this is stupid.
But you look like a jelly rabbit when you do that.
You're welcome.
All right. Anywho, so quit being privileged and supremacist.
Seriously,
we skipped a lot around here. As you can see, our mind is just a giant little, winning spiel.
Squirrel.
And that wasn't for politics. It was for bikini photos.
Oh, I know.
Spin wheel. There we go. Words.
Nothing wrong with bikini photos. I posted my brother did.
So I don't know how we left off on.
We don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so I think we're on to mine now.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, everybody, can somebody catch us up with what we've been talking about? Because I think we lost.
Random life questions.
Purpose in life.
So
we don't have one.
Awesome. All right, so
phases. Be good parents.
My random life question then will be: what is something that bothers you now
30 minutes out of the whole video
that did not bother you before?
Not cleaning up after himself.
Wait. Something that bothers you now that didn't bother you before.
It bothers me now.
Didn't bother you before, though.
No, because now it's like intentionally. Well, I'm just too sorry and lazy to pick it up. Pick it up.
Speaking of triggers.
Oh my God! Or not returning something into the exact spot where I left it because it was there, and you knew where to get it from because I put it in the exact spot. Why can't you put it back? Okay, I'm done.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
You should have saved that for the next segment.
I should.
This whole question.
Yeah, no.
All right. What's something that bothers you now that did not bother you before?
So now, probably when I've set something aside, like a food item, specifically.
Where that was going.
And you come back and you'd look to say, you know what, it'd be great to eat right now, this food item. And you come back. And here's the funny thing about the food item. It's in a place. No, it's cooked. It's in a place. It has your name on it. And somebody takes it.
Who said it's gone?
I'm okay now.
Well,
okay now. It's not you. It wasn't you.
You kind of live with them, and you're taking care of them, so they can eat whatever they want.
Oh, I wasn't talking much about them.
I was gonna say, 'cause they bought the fridge.
Oh yeah, no. I'm talking about. Actually, I have to buy the fridge anyway. That's the point. So no, I'm talking like at a workplace too.
Yeah, that.
Something like that. I'm like, seriously,
Dude, if I worked in an office and somebody ate my lunch, Ken Miller, comedian, talks about this all the time. That he would go to work and people would eat his food.
I would put a camera in there.
Oh my gosh!
I would put a lock on your lunchbox.
No.
I'd be so mad.
I would put a laxative in the food. Like,
Yes,
eat it.
and that
the moment you're in the bathroom
he
for 30
started
minutes.
just. I think that he started just mixing like spam stuff in there just to find out. Yeah.
Once I know the person who's in the bathroom for the 30 minutes, I know who took my food now. Anyways. But yeah, how about y'all, Patty?
Tread lightly. Yeah.
Picking your nails.
Yeah,
Is that yours?
Nah.
I'm not feeling bothered by anything right now, so nothing.
Oh, give it 10 minutes. He's right there.
Yeah, like
Nothing's jumping out of me that I'm really bothered by.
But again, it's something that didn't before they didn't bother me. So, somebody's food share, whatever. But
Eyelashes.
Yeah.
They didn't bother you before. Now they do.
Because they're ridiculous
the new
now.
the new fad with these
Gigantic
tired tread eyelashes is just stop. Just stop doing it, people.
Like it's cool if you
like a peacock.
Yes, no,
if you've got thin lashes and
if they extend past your eyebrows.
Yeah. When you blink and you're fanning people.
Or you can't keep your eyes open.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm so self-conscious that I'm blinking and I'm realizing
eyelashes aren't supposed to go to like up
middle
here.
of your forehead.
They're just I don't whatever.
And yours, my love.
Your decision, but at the same time,
I don't know that I
have beautiful natural lashes, so I'm good.
I mean, it didn't bother me before when people would just kind of randomly like call out of the blue, like whether it could be clients, it could be like just random. Had a client this morning, 7:30 in the morning, pop me a message, then call me at 8:30. That didn't used to bother me. I'd be like, whatever, and because I didn't we worked, but we didn't have Tyler. We weren't up. Typically, I just sleep right through it and get up at 9 o'clock and start working at 10. And now it's kind of like I want people to go and schedule a time to call me. Like it's on my website, and I'm making that shift to start pushing.
Like you have an appointment.
Like schedule an appointment to call me. Like don't just call me out of the blue because I have so much stuff going on.
Expect to have a full conversation about work or
midday while you're trying to get things done.
And
I call you first thing in the morning and you want me to have open your full marketing plan or your website and be able to discuss it at the drop of a dime.
I'm glad that clarified it, but I'm thinking because the only time I call you is an emergency down.
No, everybody
they had to process.
Oh, I've got a break in my
more on the client.
They have a break in their schedule. Oh, I don't have anything going on for the next hour. Let me call TBA and see.
Well, and I appreciate those. Hey, can you take a call?
Yeah, pop me a text. Like, hey, you got a sec? I have a question for you. Instead of I'm gonna blow up your inbox and I'm gonna blow up your email,
and you start into this full rant, or you want to have an in-depth conversation as soon as.
I used to be able to stop what I was doing at any point, jump over, and now, and I've just hit this point where
the company has grown.
Yeah, the company has grown, and I need to stay focused on the tasks that I'm doing because I get sidetracked very, very easily. So I need to stay focused on what I'm doing and the time that I have blocked out for that day to do it. And we've been
really good at organizing what gets done on certain days at certain times. So.
And I get that most of the time it's just a quick call. I just have a quick question.
Do you?
I understand, but that quick question turns into 5 minutes. 5 minutes turns into 10 minutes. It's like,
do you have a minute to talk?
That's my favorite. Is let me preface the phone conversation of what I want to talk about.
Do you have a minute to talk about
this?
That way, I know.
Yes.
Like calling me out of the blue.
And I'm not ready. My brain's like, what?
And I have no idea what you're about to ask me.
Like. This is gonna be dangerous.
Didn't used to bother me before it bothers me.
Okay.
I have one for that. And I think I've mentioned it before, but clients messaging me on Facebook, in my Facebook Messenger.
On your personal profile.
You turned yours off for a while.
I can on my personal profile. I can on my pages, but not my profile.
Because normally they do it on off hours.
Mhm.
So it's not during business hours. It's like 8:00 at night, and they send you a Facebook message.
A book.
And like your first instinct is you see you have a message. Oh, let me open it. Oh, it's from someone. And then they know that you
Mark is
saw it.
unread.
Yeah. Mark is on.
Yes, I do mark
But-
unread. And I'm like, it's so annoying. And then you have this stupid notification, like uncleared notifications.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It drives me crazy. I cannot look
I know.
at Wack
I
phone.
hate-
You and trust me. You and I are the same way. I know this because
I have to clear them all.
no, I can't.
I
I can't.
No, I cannot.
I will not look at your
Our
phone.
brother-
You know, you can like
It's
turn
also
that
about-
off and still have notifications, right?
I will not look at that phone.
So
I
every time I
I
open
wish
it,
there
it
was a
has
clear all notifications, but every app is
If
so different that
there's-
you can't. You got.
No, you can
You can
actually
set
physically
your-
turn it off, so you don't see the number thing.
you can
But then I
set
won't
it.
know that it exists. Then I won't know they're
But you're
there.
not going to check it anyway.
In this case,
Anyways,
ignorance is
I
bliss.
am.
I will
My emails.
every time I open
check
my
all my
phone.
emails.
If there's notifications, even if I don't look at them, I have to clear them. So
My OCD will not let me
Yeah.
sleep.
yes,
I feel you. I
have
feel
to
you.
clear.
Okay, so
13, 7, 146, 21, 25,
Whoa, whoa,
32.
whoa.
And there are sometimes where clients will message me, and I will purposely not read it until business hours.
yeah.
And then it's like, oh
And
crap,
it
I need to get to
kills
that.
me because I know every time I open my phone, there's going to be that one uncleared notification.
I wish we could disable them on our personal profile again
So-
for
so-
just certain
So which way are you? Are you a person that doesn't mind having 30 million things, or
Block messages from.
So I'm different. I have a personal phone and a work phone.
Right.
The work phone, I have bull crap on there or whatever, but I do not have Facebook Messenger on my phone, or I refuse to put it on there because I do not
On your
want
personal
people
phone.
on either of them because it just
Oh.
drives me batshit. Like, do not. That's my personal profile. That's why we're not friends. I don't want you to message me. Go away. So, but the personal phone, I don't mind the notifications. It can ding, but it's on do not disturb most of the time though.
but because you've compartmentalized one from the other?
Yes.
So, okay. All right. So 50. So you're 50-50. We're so okay. All right, Chad. Which one are you? So are you the person that has 13 million notifications? Are you the person who cannot have and see those little red dots on there, or are you able to?
I mean, they're all clear before I wake up in the morning.
Or are you the person like that has two different phones
Not on
separate?
Wednesday.
So which one are you, Chad? Jump in on there. So
All
all
right.
right.
Patty?
Okay. What was your? I couldn't think of a good question, and then I came across this one, and I thought this was really interesting. So, what was your favorite subject in high school?
English, because I was in the newspaper.
Like you wrote an article that got published, or
Well, in the school newspaper, yeah, all the time.
A lot of people would think I would have said Spanish,
No.
but I actually did not like my Spanish class.
Who did you have?
I'm not going to say
Oh,
because it's a very touchy subject.
wait. Who is it?
No, it was a matter of the teacher.
What
Was
kind
it the
of?
dude or the lady?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
what kind of touchy? That's weird.
the dude or the lady?
The cops were involved. No,
it
it was
So
it was a lady.
Oh, okay.
was a dude.
Dude looks like a lady.
The dude was weird. The dude was really weird.
I had him.
He was super duper
He
weird.
was super
Yeah,
weird.
he still is probably. But no, but this
His
one was
last name
the
is kind of weird.
It was.
this one was the lady, and it's
Okay.
it's
So
I wish he was
sad.
a lot more strict. Than
Yes.
the
well, it's well for Spanish class, and again, please,
and I feel like you would have done well in that class. And I'm
No.
not saying
I did
you didn't well,
I did
but,
great.
yeah.
I did fine, but there was a lot of issues because, and please, this is no disrespect
She
to
was
anybody.
very like you had to be fluent, like you had to talk in it.
Were you
in the language
slangy?
all the time?
That's no. That's a little bit. And again, I'm going to apologize ahead of time to all my friends out there. But this person was from a different Latino Hispanic country, and I apparently did not speak exactly like they did. So therefore, they thought I was doing it wrong. And I'm going. I'm talking the proper Castilian based on where the traditional books are written, as whatever, etc. And I'm doing like this. And this person spoke more
Got it. Makes sense.
different,
dialect,
and yeah,
so,
different,
yeah.
etc. So she even had the audacity to call my mother.
Did your mama go off on her in
Wow.
Spanish?
No, I brought this up to my mother before. Actually, funny, we talked about this the other day, and she was talking about going. She's like, well, I was like, Mom, just get ready. I'm gonna get it from this teacher. This is the situation. This is what happened. And she said, okay, let me talk to her. And she said that the lady called her, and she says that she hears her accent, the way she's saying things. She's like, I get it. She's like, yeah. And,
Thanks, Mom.
But the way I was like, Mom had my back on this, and she said like that she was talking to her saying like, you know, I just want to make sure he's doing okay at the house. Or there's some issues, or there are drugs or something. I'm like,
Really? That's where you went with it?
Exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had my mohawk then. I had my, my army jacket stuff.
No offense.
You're an emo.
I get it. I was a punk rock kid. I looked crazy and everything else, but I could not enjoy that class because she thought that I was something else that I was not. And I'm talking properly. And I'm going, you're just judging me on, which I get it.
You're
the looks.
Judging me and looking.
Yeah, exactly. So, but anyways, so no,
you're looking for things to pick apart.
So my favorite class was actually chemistry. Not because I'm great at math or because I loved it, but it was the teacher. He made it fun. And I remember some of his. I remember during one midterm, he would play an old LP record named Simon and Garfunkel. So he was like, he was a nerdy guy, but he was cool. He'd make. I still remember the dumbest joke ever that he told us, and it was up on the whiteboard, and he drew it, and it was the letters F, uppercase F and lowercase E, and usually in chemistry you have like connecting lines showing whatever, and it was FE, but then it was connected like almost in a circle kind of looking thing, but it was just connected a lot. And then he said, "Can anybody guess what this is?" And we're thinking it's an element. I'm like, "Well, Fe, that's iron. Like, what's it's an iron or something?" He's like, "Nobody can guess." He's like, "Yeah, it's a Ferris wheel." I'm like,
"Oh. That's stupid."
My chemistry nerds, that's for you. I've never forgotten that joke. I'm like, I hate it so much. I've never forgotten that joke.
You should find him on social media and be like, "Do you remember this?
Do you remember this?" Quit stalking me.
Block.
Yeah, so chemistry just for that class. I loved it. So, how about y'all? Interesting. Wait, one more. That and accounting with Mr. Wenzel.
Yeah, I love Mr.
Oh, we can say his name now. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because I remember it. Yeah, he was crazy. Literally nuts. All right, sorry, go.
Did you guys have to go with my business classes? Anything that was related to business that I took with Mr. Wenzel was awesome. He
would always show the movie A Few Good Men. You can't handle the truth. And somebody'd be like, he's right. None of you can handle the truth. He's like, what?
Too funny.
Oh my God.
I'm not over here clearing notifications. It's totally fine.
What was your favorite subject?
Of course it was music.
Yeah.
Absolutely 100%. Like music. I really enjoyed my music class. My band director, I'm friends with both of my band directors on Facebook. Just awesome dudes. Mr. Woodfin and Mr. Canton, just really good guys. I learned a lot from them, both about music and just about life in general. And then I really enjoyed my science. I was a really good kid in school. But I enjoyed my science class, and then come to find out, like my science class, the teacher that was in that class was one of my favorite. And we became friends on Facebook, and then apparently like he's super Democrat and I'm more conservative. He apparently did not like some of the things I was posting, so he unfriended me, which is such a bummer because growing up in all 4 years of high school, like he was my science teacher, and I purposely took specific classes that lined up to be in his class all 4 years. And really, man, just because
listen, you can still stay friends, just hit unfollow.
Well, old people might not know that.
But yeah, it was just like he's just like, to be super crotchety over a difference in opinions. It's just like, okay, cool, because I thought you were like,
okay, but it's to be a good person and have different views.
Right.
Like, we have plenty of friends that are like hardcore Democrats, and
it's not.
So I unfriend people because I don't want to be friends with. You're not my friend.
Right.
Like you're a client, or you were referred to. I don't want to be friends with you.
Right. No,
but was just known for years that I didn't know their political views until the last maybe.
And their political views don't define our friendship.
No.
And people I've known for 20, 30 years that I just now know their political views because of Facebook.
That's one of the things that's
driving me nuts. It doesn't change the fact that they're a good person, whether I agree with.
I wish we had
politics or not.
Unfollow during elections.
Yeah, that would be me. Just
can we have that feature, please, Facebook?
Can we have trigger words that we don't want to see?
And I wish Facebook would do that. Like they can easily do it. So anytime that it has a specific word in the post, just don't show it to you.
Yeah.
Just don't show it to you. Now I smart list everybody that's on my friends list. Everybody is on a specific smart list, and when I post it, I show to this, and I've got a no politics list, and it's people that like have told me, hey, I'm not on here for politics. And because I put up a post and
Or
said,
we
anybody
really
that
don't
doesn't,
agree,
or
but
or somebody
that
I
we're
know
good
that is
friends
going
and,
to
like-
get on and start arguing with me or debating or just telling me that my opinion is wrong because my opinion
Well, I
is
like
wrong.
the one guy that you
Well, that's
had
what I'm
like
saying.
a good banter with that I don't even know his name because it doesn't matter to me, but I just loved reading between the two of you. Well, did you see this? Did you see this? Like I enjoy that.
I got a couple of those, and then
Yeah.
I have others that are.
As long as it's in the conversation,
It
and I'm
is.
sorry, one of my philosophies, and I get this to be my opinion.
not allowed to have those.
Okay, next topic.
Wait, you can't say she, he, her.
Oh my
him,
God, that is the
What's-
most
the-
ridiculous thing
girl,
ever.
boy.
The pronoun things again, that's a preference and choice and whatever. But I was
Shouldn't
gonna-
be a law.
It should
It's a
be
law.
They're trying to make it a law.
Oh,
Oh, I thought it
No,
passed.
they're
Oh,
trying
okay.
to make it.
So we'll see what happens. Because I call everybody guys, but I'm not gender saying. I call my sister, hey dude.
Yeah.
That's how
I
we
usually
talk.
just say yo
Yeah.
because you know when you talk
Well,
to
that's
yo.
me. That's me in Spanish. But anyways,
I say hey.
so.
Hi.
But no, nevertheless, again, my philosophy is the moment you start calling another person names, the Democrats, or the Republicards, or whatever names people call each other.
I'm a red pill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the moment you start doing that, you've lost.
that means I'm
you've
awake.
lost.
I was
You've
like,
lost.
I
I'm
don't know what
sorry.
that means.
Because you've gone down to name calling. That means that you.
Remember
That
the
means something
Matrix?
triggered you, and you
Take the
no
red
longer
pill
hold
and
a
see life
feasible
for what it
conversation.
really
I'm
is.
sorry.
Okay.
Take the blue pill,
That's-
go back to your clouded
Okay.
box. I'm like, I'll gladly be a red pill. Thank you for calling me that. Like, I know you just put me in this color side of things, but sweet.
Got it.
That's
I
the-
never understood that.
And you know what? That's an opinion, and he's allowed to have it, no matter how right or wrong you
Listen,
might
if
think
somebody
it is.
came out of the Matrix and told me which pill do I want to take, I'm taking that red pill because I watched the Matrix.
Can I take one that clears allergies? Because man,
that was me 2 weeks ago.
yeah.
2
So,
weeks ago, I had a little allergy fit.
all right. So okay.
Lawn guys came today, and I was like,
No.
run inside.
What was with the fog? No.
Yeah, gotta go. Don't
Don't start going before
because
we
it's
get the dog
dust
clean.
everywhere. But we had to go out and pick up. Tyler had baseballs all over the yard and stuff like that. So we ran out quickly, tried to pick it up, and then get inside before he started buzzing the right side of the yard. Got in, closed the door, and I just see this whole dust thing go.
All right.
What stock or company would you invest in if you knew then what you know now?
How far could you go back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just one? Can we only make one choice?
I think it's
Make
one stock.
you got one stock.
One
One stock that you can pick. Doesn't matter how far back you want to go. It goes live. That stock is going live tomorrow. What stock would you buy?
Probably
Tesla?
I'd probably say Microsoft.
That was my two.
Yeah.
And I didn't do enough research into what has split multiple times because
Yeah.
you could look at something like Microsoft, which might be around $300 or something like that, but it might have split 10
Right.
times.
And I know probably a lot of people are thinking like, why not Amazon? Because it's like $1,300 and it's yeah, but you think about it. Also,
33.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever split.
Nope, Amazon has not split yet. That's why I was thinking.
if you have 1,000 shares, then all of a sudden you split, you got that by half, so you got 2,000 shares. So,
But instead of the stock being $1,000, it would be $500.
Yeah, so you have $500
It's worth the
Oh.
same amount, but once it starts growing,
and companies do that to show that they have more available now. So it seems bigger. So it's not illegal. They can do that.
So, yeah, mine. I think mine's Apple because they're at a $2 trillion evaluation
Yeah.
right now. So, and they've split a couple
I'm
times.
gonna go with Apple.
They've split a couple times.
That
So,
is in our lifetime that they came about.
yeah.
So it's
And
not
I-
like, I'm going back before I was born. and investing.
No, and they're the leader in their area. Like
Yeah.
they just dominate, and Apple's not going away. They're not going away. It's not gonna.
Well, see, if we're talking also about longevity and stuff, I might even switch to Visa
True.
because Visa is used internationally. I mean,
Yeah.
their stock may be worth a lot, but how many people are always having something issued, something used, purchased daily?
Yeah, on that stock split, that part's cool because we bought in to both Apple and Tesla before it split. So we bought in, let's say, I want to say like $1,500, something like that. We were way late buying in, but we bought one share and they did a 5-for-1 split. So when it split, my one share turned into 5 shares.
Okay, got
Now
it.
my stock
That
went,
made more sense. I
my
didn't understand.
one for $1,500 went to 5 for $150 or 5
Okay.
for $250, whatever equaled out. I think $250 equals that that $1,500.
So,
Okay.
so that means also when it goes up in value, it looks like more value.
Now I look at my
It's
stock and I'm
different.
like, damn, I bought that at $1,500. It's only worth $250. No, that's not the case. I have 5 shares of it now. So now
Okay.
as that gets back up to $1,500, now I've got 5 of those
Got it.
that I will make $1,000 a share off of.
Okay.
So, yeah,
I don't stock,
stock
sorry.
splits are fun when they split.
Did you want to do your grind your gears before we go to national topics?
Yeah, we can. Really quick. So yeah, but one thing that we've already talked about a bunch of things that.
I know.
Yeah,
They should have been there very
We're
Yeah.
complaining a lot today.
4-star.
And I'm not drinking.
4-star reviews. 4-star reviews grind my gears. That's 4-star reviews.
Not a 3.
Oh my God.
Not like
Not a 2.
It wasn't average. It wasn't outstanding. It was
4-star
it was
reviews.
good.
Come on.
It was all right. It was all right. Yeah, it was all
It
right.
was good.
It was passable.
But I'm sure you're going to call again or stop by again.
Right. So you're going to come back and give us the opportunity to get that 5th star.
Now,
Blank 4-star
No.
reviews drive me even more nuts because now you're not telling the business
I
what
would
to
say
try and.
What
so
to
a
improve on.
4-star review that says, I had a great time, will definitely be back, and then they give a 4-star. That would make me mad.
Do you remember when
Because
Facebook first
That
came
sounds
out?
like a 5-star to me.
Yeah.
Why are you leaving off a star? But I think a 4-star review is acceptable if you had a good time, but you weren't like, wow, that was amazing. Like, you didn't blow me away. I wasn't
Actually, for me, I think it'd be more along the lines of
Drink.
Oh, there it was. Yes, sir. Got
like,
him.
our keyword of the
I
night.
was.
Keyword of the night.
you know what?
Got him.
Not bad for it only took me an hour and change.
Yeah, you did well.
Yeah. So, but for me, it would be along the lines of, hey, it took maybe longer than usual to get my food, but it was phenomenal though. But it could have been better on the time, you know. Okay.
But at least then you're giving like, here's the one thing you need to
Feedback.
fix
Give
to
me
get.
feedback.
Yeah, give
Let me
that.
know what I need to do to
And-
get better.
Don't leave a blank 4-star.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know this, but you can update your Google review.
Yes.
So if you leave someone a 3-star on one visit
Ooh.
and you go back
Good
and you
stuff.
had a great experience, you can go in and
Edit.
say leave a review, and you can it'll bring up your old review and you can edit it. You can either choose to add to it about your 2 experiences, or you can just delete the first one and leave a new one.
All right. So how about yours?
Well, I was actually going to touch on that. Do you remember when Facebook first came out with revert views and it had like this whole section and it wanted you to rate every place that you've experienced and you didn't have to leave a comment?
Yes.
I was like,
Yeah, you just click stars. You just go through.
I'm like, why did you give me 1? I don't even know who you are.
Yeah. I'm not leaving a 4-star review for you.
I've left once. Like, I wish I could leave a
It's
0.
not gonna happen.
But yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Either super
You got-
excited or you hate it.
Yeah, you got a 1 or a 5. That's it.
Otherwise, it's not worth my time.
No,
You're super happy about it.
because if not, because if not, I'm just gonna hold on leaving a review until
Yeah,
either I come
Until
back and
either
try it
you
again
allow
or
me or
Yeah,
until you
that's
just
fair.
not.
That's pretty fair. Make an assessment. You know, go
99% of cases I'm not leaving a review anyways, unless I'm leaving a positive review just because. I don't need
Yeah.
I don't need to bash a business.
I don't like leaving.
I don't like to drive businesses down. Now,
Because everyone
if
has
there
bad
was
days,
credit
everyone
card
has-
fraud or something like that where server
Management,
wrote in a
yeah.
tip or something
Yeah.
that needs to go to like corporate
Attention.
level of it, you know what I mean? Then I'm probably write a letter. Now, how often does this happen? You know what I mean? And I might or
That's a
call.
letter.
I don't know, but you know what? An email. But might leave a 1-star review if it's something that was serious, like I'm never going back, and I feel that the other people would need to be warned about it. Most of the time, I'm gonna leave positive reviews, you know, and just because everybody can have bad days. I think Mikey Mike shared a meme on that the other day
Oh, yes.
that was basically like, why is it that
McDonald's can screw up your order,
Oh, everybody's been
Fine.
posting that lately.
Sharing it.
Yeah.
but if a local business,
Yeah. Does ones and you
Yeah.
crucify them or something.
it's true.
That's very true. Yeah. All right. How about
People are
yours?
so apt to leave a bad review for a local business.
Yeah.
But never happens at McDonald's.
Car washes. You go to a hand wash car wash and they are more worried about quantity than quality. And if I'm going to pay you $50, $60 to hand wash my vehicle,
Mhm.
just on the outside, I want you to wipe down the damn door jambs. I want you to open up the gas tank and make sure there's no mold or muck in there. And the biggest pet peeve You don't clean off the gas in the brake pedal. If there's still dirt on there, drives me batshit. I know that is so petty, and I apologize for that.
Service, if you're paying for service, though.
Yeah, door jams.
That
I hate the door jams.
yes.
And then also in between the wheels, like in the
Yes.
the grooves between the wheels. If that's not clean,
So it's just not, and I guess this industry is not.
attention to detail.
Thank you.
Especially if you're paying for a premium service, like a hand wash. You're not going to a drive-through.
I would never go
You're
to a
not
drive-thru.
stopping at like a kid's fundraiser and expecting a premium wash. Like you go and you pay for a
Those
premium
kids, I
hand
just give them the
wash.
cash, don't
Right.
touch my truck.
Like,
Do
You know
not
what?
touch my
Yeah,
truck.
I'll pay you to not
I'll
touch
give
my
you
vehicle.
some money, but don't.
Don't touch my truck. But yeah, that's my pet peeve is the lack of attention to detail.
How about you, Patty?
I don't know. Things that really. I try to not get too upset.
That's fair.
What upsets me, babe? Because you'll know. What do I get mad at?
Your kid not eating dinner.
Yeah,
Oh, he did a good job the other day.
he did.
2 days in a row, and then yesterday
And
was
yesterday he was being
being a jerk.
a poo-poo head.
When we're getting ready, like we're going bowling.
You're gonna see
Finish
Bebop.
your-
You're gonna go bowling. You're gonna have a great time. You get to see your friend.
What is your deal? Just finish your food so
Like,
we can
eat
go,
your
man.
food, Sean.
I don't know what the deal was. It's just
And on Wednesdays, I try to make like his favorite foods.
Yeah.
So he'll eat them.
crazy.
Well,
So
for mine, basically, it's people cutting in line. I don't care if you're waiting at Disney. I don't care if it's a CVS. I don't care. We're in a drive-through.
Intentionally cutting lines.
Exactly, intentionally, knowing that you're doing it. If you just don't, and somebody says, "Hey, over there," okay, fine, and they do that, okay. But if they still do that and don't care, okay, now you're. And I'm sorry, that's just. It's maybe I was like a sheriff.
So inconsiderateness.
Yeah, maybe I was a sheriff in a prior time of my life, or something. But I'm just like, no, damn it, there's a line. You go to the back, do things right.
You can tell you have a sibling.
Oh, no, it's not even. No, I don't even care about that.
Because an only child, I could give two shits. Like I'm whatever.
Well, also, what if I'm hangry? You cut in my drive-through line, I will slash the tire.
If you cut me off in my truck, I'm gonna make you like regret
that
life.
grinds my gears when Brooke doesn't put a reference name inside of a print order, because then you accidentally
Send the wrong tracking to
no,
somebody.
you accidentally go to type in the customer reference and you type in JLW, and it pulls up, and you're like, cool, he just wants a straight reorder, and you order them, and then he gets them, and he's like, I just got a whole box of my old cards.
So these are called first.
Attention to detail.
Because
All
when
right,
you
so-
click reorder, it doesn't give you a preview of the cards
Oh.
or the file name,
Yeah.
or it just
Just go
it's reorder. It'll tell you, and it,
Oh,
I think it
And
does tell you the file name.
the file
They're
name,
all names
which
that
would say JLW _FBC
Yeah.
on a business card. Yeah. So you just got a box of 1,000 business cards.
Awesome.
Yep. And so now I got to find the ones. But yeah, good talk.
No, we'll change our next potential trending topics while he has issues.
And I wasted $20.
I couldn't find.
Well, if
an
you get some
actual
stock from
trending
my.
topic.
I'm sorry, what?
I could not find a trending topic for some reason. My Twitter's was not working on my searches.
Okay, well, Frick is going to be now drinking. So in the meantime, though, I did find something interesting.
Yeah.
Amanda Gorman, who was the first, I guess, poet laureate
Yep.
for the inauguration, she's actually be the first poet to ever perform at a Super Bowl.
Interesting.
Since they're not doing a show, obviously, no live band, whatever, no giant crowd, etc., it's going to be kind of cool. Be like, okay, something new. I know it's not a Super Bowl thing.
They're not doing the halftime?
That's where I was just going.
Yeah, they are.
It's
'Cause
not a
what's his
thing.
name's doing it? It's the Pepsi halftime show.
Yeah, they're,
With,
they're still doing the show, but they're going to be including her now as part of that. So
Yeah.
we all just stop and look at you like, what?
Well, I'm okay. So, are we doing it on the
the
field?
weekend?
Or are we doing it
So-
off the field?
I
Like,
have no
how
idea.
are we?
I
coviding
think it's still going to be on the field.
I'm COVID.
Yeah, so
Highly COVID.
I'm making it an adjective now. Coveting.
we're coveting.
Coveting.
All right. So yeah, so it was cool though. It's the first time a poet's ever to perform. So that's the kind of neat thing right there. So.
Okay.
But Patty, what is up with?
Okay, so there was a new whale species that was discovered, and okay, there's this whale called the Brutus whale. Okay, I'm going to preface this with
Preface.
preface, whatever.
This time.
Wack's
Drink
sister
your water.
She's in school to be a zookeeper or a large animal.
Not a
veterinarian.
marine biologist?
No.
Okay.
So she's always posting animal things. And there was a species of whale called the Brutus whale that is thought to be, or is endangered, but it normally lives in another part of the ocean, but there is one sect of them that lives in the Gulf of Mexico waters.
Yeah.
But they look exactly the same, their structure, everything, they look identical, but they have different habits. So like their feeding habits are different. So when one of them recently died, they were able to study it and do DNA testing on it and whatnot. It turns out it is a completely different species than the Brutus whale. They renamed it. They're now called the rice whales. And they only live in the Gulf of Mexico, and they look exactly like these other species. But now, since they have separated the two species, now both species are even more endangered than they previously thought.
So by the way, just for those who don't know, yes, you heard correct. It's called a rice whale, like rice.
Like rice, like you're eating rice.
Right, but it's named after the person. His last name was Rice. That's why. It's not just gonna be like.
Yeah, they noticed their feeding differences, I guess, like 60 years ago.
Yep.
And
that's
the guy that discovered the differences in them, they named it after. So.
Yeah. That was actually pretty cool. I was like, because you don't hear about new species, but then already,
and especially since it's like right here in
the coast, and it's down there that they their habitat is between like Louisiana and Florida. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's right there. Exactly. Yeah, that's awesome.
So a new species discovered right here. It's endangered, so that's sad. Cool that there's a new species. And then Wack has graciously.
You don't have to talk about it. Doesn't matter. You didn't have one. I was trying to speed it up.
WWE, the wrestling company, is shutting down their streaming channel and moving to Comcast's streaming network, which is Peacock.
Is it still free?
No, I'm pretty sure that's a paid service.
Yeah, it's paid service.
Okay, because I keep hearing, I see commercials and they say Peacock.
Probably like a free trial.
Oh yeah.
When's the last time we ordered this dude car? Good talk.
It's your turn.
Yeah. SpaceX adds frickin' laser beams to its Starlink satellites.
Frickin' laser beams.
Pretty cool.
Frickin'
laser beams. So I guess the initial ones that they sent up had laser beams on them, and then a bunch of the new ones.
But not frickin' laser beams.
But so yeah, what it basically is and they tested them between a couple of satellites relaying hundreds of gigabytes of data across the Starlink satellites. So that's the point of laser beams, is just so that way the satellites can be up there, basically surround the majority of the Earth or an area, and just be able to beam data and then beam it down, which is really, really cool. What they're saying is that with the testing of the laser beams and them being successful, it allows them to not need ground stations. So how you talked about Comcast having to own the land that the towers go on, and then they need to own dirt and pass or get in with the counties and the states and run their wiring underground or whatever, or through the power lines, however they're doing it. SpaceX will not need to do that with their satellites, outside of getting it down to the ground station that they call poles. So they'll buy their little ground station or have a pole installed on one of the other stations that somebody else has, and then that point beams straight up to the satellites, and then the satellites can beam it around the rest of the world and down to another pole, which is pretty crazy because it gets rid of all that need for all the underground fiber and this and that and everything, and starts working toward.
That means they're going to have to then start cleaning up all the trash that's orbiting as well, because
there's a lot.
And for those who don't know, there is trash just flying around at about, I think it's like 11,000 kilometers. You know,
there's a lot of space.
It's just circling there, which is also why they have to be careful when they're launching, because they got to realize that it's not just about the weather. It's also when there's availability to actually go through those kind of things, because it only takes a bolt the size of this quarter right here to just go through the hull of something, and boom, there goes the whole ship.
Yep.
So
which is
Makes sense.
insane, but thought that was pretty cool. Freaking lazy.
Freaking lazy.
Local trending.
We have a local jewelry shop here in Lakeland called Oakley Jewelers. 67-year-old Ron Oakley started working for his father at the age of 13, and he's now 67, and they are closing the business after 74 years.
Wow.
So that stinks. And my second topic was Lakeland Checkers has chosen to do a new test design. So it hopes to spice up the look of Checkers. You should see the modern look of it. And we are one of the test locations here in Lakeland.
Oh, cool.
Good. Frack.
Oh, that is
So-
that is cool.
Stop clicking. Okay, so so we have a Lakeland Linder over here that has a local airport. It's been getting now international flights as well. And we also have a huge warehouse over here for distribution for Amazon. And the city's getting a little concerned about planes flying rather low, 747, 757s that are just, and I was surprised because I was actually sitting in front of, in the patio area at Winter Circle a couple of days back, and I see this giant airplane just with the gears down. I'm like, that's kind of low. I mean, I can see the windows and people in the windows, because it's got to land, it's got to come in, and I'm going, all right, that's cool. That's cool. Cool. We're getting low, big planes, which you're not used to seeing normally here in
right,
town.
especially in Lakeland.
Exactly, especially here. So, because I get it, if you're by Orlando Airport or by Tampa Airport, I get that. But I guess people are just concerned because it's a major residential area, primarily residential area. So
That, and we are still somewhat of a small city, so for our airport just to be starting out and have this many low-flying planes already, I think they're concerned what the future could hold. But I was also reading the article, I think we read it yesterday or the day before, but it was saying that since we are located between two major international airports, that getting the clearance to fly from Tampa, we got to get clearance from Tampa to fly, or to clear to climb is what it was called. So they can take off, but then they have to get the final approval from Tampa before they can get to a certain height. So
That was crazy.
I think he said like within a minute or 5 minutes, if they don't get the, I think
To
it was
the
a
flight.
minute.
Yeah, it was 1 minute.
to the altitude.
1
necessary.
minute, that if they took off and it took Tampa a minute to clear them, the plane could fly over the whole ground area of Lakeland at the low altitude, like waiting for approval to fly.
That's kind of scary, just having plane just something. Okay, I'm just gonna circle.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Now they say it is a problem that's going to get solved,
yeah.
but not anytime in the near future.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
We'll solve it, just not yet.
Yeah, so probably 10,
So-
15 years, planes will be able to take off and just go, like climb right away. But right now they're just going to be.
I mean, we
flying low.
hear them here, but not to the magnitude that I'm sure Winter Circle was hearing them. Or
Yeah,
whatnot.
when we
Oh,
went
I
to
hear
our
that.
show on Friday, there was one that flew over and it was pretty close.
Yeah, like I said,
Tyler's like, look, big plane.
I mean, I'm serious. I'm sure if you guys were there, you probably just be like, oh, look, it's Firestone tires that they carry. It's that close. You see them.
Right.
So, but anyways, so that's being looked into. And also a cool thing is, and the reason why I actually brought this one up is because I have an old professor from high school that works a lot with students from Harrison Arts.
Mhm.
And this Lakeland team has actually been recognized at the Cannes Film Festival. And for those who know about the arts, Cannes Film Festival, it's not a small deal. That's a big freaking thing right there. As an emerging artist, he's being recognized. So it's really cool. This kid's got a vision and so young already. I think he's only like 16, 17.
Dang.
And to be recognized by that, I mean, he says, and he's talking like a director would. He said, well, my vision on this is what I'm looking for and to portray them. Like,
Wow. So he can articulate his dreams.
yeah, exactly. And that's pretty cool. I mean, being that
At
young,
16.
having already a purpose in life, while all of us are just sitting here going, so, but that's really cool. I mean, and being recognized, from that at such an early age. So, Paddy.
All right. Tampa Bay Bucks are playing in the Super Bowl, and Tampa is actually hosting the Super Bowl this year. So
Congratulations.
I'm not sure how many
Which is
times
awesome.
that has happened where
This is the second time, I
the
think.
host city like their team is actually playing in the Super Bowl. So that's really neat.
Now, Chad, correct me on this. I believe this is the second time that's happened. So if
I
I'm
thought it
reading
was
wrong,
the first. So
First?
I don't know. That's what Kay was
Now,
saying.
I know.
I don't know.
So jump in,
This will
Chad.
be Tampa's second time going to the Super Bowl.
Right, and last time was 13, 14 years ago or something like that.
No, it had to have been.
But I think
it was before we went.
Hosting and in it is the very first time, is what I understood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That is correct.
So I'll still jump back to
Really?
Chad. Chad, let us know what do you
We
know?
have hosted. Tampa's hosted the Super Bowl before.
Correct.
Yeah.
But it
We
has
weren't
not
in
been
it.
in it and hosted. Yes.
Very cool. And then my second little trending topic was that there's a man that lives in Florida, in Central Florida, that has been to every Super Bowl.
That's
every
cool.
single one of them. So
That's
and
really cool.
How
He's
rich is he?
he's excited to like go to this one because he is actually a Bucs fan. He's a Steelers fan first because he's from Pittsburgh, but
Okay.
he says he has lots of favorite teams. And Bucs, the Dolphins, the Bears, and the Steelers, I think, are favorite teams.
Not to go off and derail, but how can I thought of favorite that you're supposed to choose?
Teams that you just like, that you hope they do well.
By definition, a favorite is one. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe
You know.
maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know.
What
do I
you
know?
hating for? Because he's been to
Yeah,
so
the
many.
first, I think the first one he was gifted tickets. The second and fifth one, like he knew players or something in the Super Bowl. He was a bartender
Ah,
and they gave him tickets. But like the third one, he went and he just happened to get a ticket like a couple hours before the game. He was tailgating. And then there was
Oh my gosh.
Like, yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Do you know him?
no, we're reading it.
No, I was
Okay.
reading the article, and it says, and this is quoting him, it says, well, they were very cheap back in those days. The first three were only $12 each.
Which,
I mean,
but
given
money
the Super
then, that
Bowl
was probably
started in
$1,200.
The 40s, I think it started in
Yeah,
the 40s.
$12,000.
1967, first Super Bowl in California in 1967.
Oh,
That's still nothing.
67?
That's crazy.
Yeah. See,
That was the
some years
first.
old.
Cards ordered. They were under Jerry instead of Jerry.
And you have the last one.
I do. Florida State Fair postponed until April 22nd through May 2nd, which
Because it's normally
You-
going on like around this.
you
this
kind of
time.
knew that was going to happen.
That's not the
and-
Strawberry Festival. That's
No,
different.
No.
Florida State Fair. So
I think
yeah,
Strawberry Festival is still on for March, right?
yes, because we're playing in it. Detectives are playing in the Florida
Oh,
Strawberry Festival.
I was like, wait, what?
Two
Yay.
Sundays in a row, Florida
What are we gonna
Strawberry
do?
Festival.
Oh no, like I didn't know that.
Letting you guys know, reminder to put. Oh, I probably can't create an event on Facebook. Yeah. So, detectives are playing the Florida Strawberry Festival March 7th and 14th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Ooh,
That's my band for those that don't
that
know.
birthday week.
So, and
You
then
said Sundays?
2 Sundays in a row, back to back.
Okay.
So then the Florida State Fair postponed until April. So they're gonna make sure, I guess, that the Florida Strawberry Festival doesn't become a super spreader. And then
Which, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, whatever. It should be. I think it should be like this, anyways, because you want to give it time between. Because if they're both running back to back, you have enough time to one or the other. Yeah.
it's a big moneymaker. Just
I mean,
Well,
I get it. That's
they don't
fine.
have-
Just but money make on here, and then we give it a second, and then money make again.
Yep.
Traffic. Ugh.
2 truths and a lie. We gotta go. It's time to
All I
go.
think about when I hear the fairs are coming, like traffic.
Favorite flavored drinks for myself: strawberry, mango, coconut.
So which one is the lie?
Which one is the lie?
Coconut.
Mm,
Where the heck you getting coconut from?
Mango.
I was gonna go with mango too.
He's right. I hate coconuts. Can't stand coconuts.
Texture.
It says drinks.
Yeah,
It
it's,
is.
it's not texture.
It's not a textured.
It's a
drink.
It is in your
It's a
mouth.
flavor.
Coconut.
Okay.
I think I'm actually allergic to it, to be honest with you, but it makes me gag. Anyways, next.
So
Doc Brown.
I was born on a Saturday. I've lived in Central Florida for over 25 years.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, I messed that up. Give me a second. I can fluently speak 2 languages.
I was like, that's a lie. You can fluently speak 2, not 3.
Yeah, sorry.
Saturday.
You weren't born on a Saturday.
I'm saying Saturday.
Hold on.
Daddy.
Oh, are you playing technicalities?
Aren't we always?
Yeah, then you are. I have lived in Central Florida for over No.
Hold on, because I went to school with her.
I know.
And I
Yeah.
graduated in 98.
Now we got to do math with the old guy over
Hold
here.
on, let me get a calculator.
That's right. You're old.
No, wait, no, none of that.
So 23 years since I graduated high school, and I was in the class with his sister.
This is cheating.
No, it's not.
This is cheating. This
We're using our brains.
is cheating. This is
Using our
cheating.
brains.
I demand.
Okay,
Recount.
was I a senior then? Or was I a junior?
You have
That's
not lived
right.
in Central Florida for over 25 years. That's my guess.
That was a senior.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
because
have.
it's 24 years. For that.
No, we started Jenkins in 94, and that puts this your 27th year. But you lived in Central Florida before we went to Jenkins because we went to middle school together too.
So Saturday.
Or all of them are true.
Looks like it's a Saturday. Or
all
you
of
can
them are true.
or you can fluently speak 3 languages. Tell us.
I was born on a Saturday,
All right.
I have been
and I can fluently speak 2 languages. I have not lived in Central Florida for over 25
So,
years.
so I was right until I changed my answer. Yeah, cool.
Nice try.
Where did you live then? Because you went to school in Central Florida.
Yeah, I've lived in Miami before. I've lived in Tallahassee and in Pensacola areas too. So we've lived in Central Florida for about 20 through 23-ish years.
That's okay, 23 years. So it was my senior year. So I was right. It was 23 years.
When did you start?
So 98 is when I graduated, and I know I had a class.
I
with
started here for
Rosa then.
6th grade. I don't know how old you are when 6th grade.
1994.
So that's
It's
6 years
27
plus.
years ago.
I moved to Florida in 95. And the very first class that I had with Rosa was a science class. And that was my sophomore year.
What sophomore year?
Oh, he's gonna have
1995.
because he was wrong.
He's wrong. He's
Did I
wrong.
do the math wrong?
Yes, she did the math.
Oh, there it is.
Taken 35
Yeah.
years, maybe. Not
Next show, you got to do a double shot.
Swatch.
30. You haven't lived.
Threaten you with a good time.
Calculator 2021 because it's 2021
You're old.
now.
Okay.
Minus
We're
1995.
all
Years.
old.
6 years.
We're all old.
No,
You've been here for longer than
I
25
was in class with Rosa. Call her right now. It was science class, Miss Jones's class.
I rode the bus with you.
Zoom her in.
Yeah.
Zoom her in.
All right. Go to the next one.
All right.
Double shot for that guy next show.
On a category thing.
I think you were thinking it was
Okay.
2020.
Favorite toys.
Favorite toys growing up. My Little Ponies, Pound Puppies, and Barbies.
You told
Which
me
one
that
is
My Little Ponies.
that I did not.
You are
play.
not a Barbie girl. You're
I'm a
world.
Barbie girl in a Barbie
That's my guess.
world.
My guess is that you are not a little Barbie girl,
I remember the My Little Ponies. I don't remember Pound Puppies.
but it's puppies.
Indubitably, Barbies.
I did. I had a ton of Barbies. It was
Really?
Pound Puppies. I watched
it?
Pound Puppies. I
was
had
it?
Pound Puppies bed sheets, but I never had any Pound Puppy toys.
Toys. Okay. That was the
Technicality.
technicality. Got it. All right, Wack.
All right. I have thrown more than one 300 game in bowling.
I don't know what that means.
300 points.
Perfect game.
Perfect.
Thank you.
More than one perfect game in bowling. I've never seen any of the Godfather movies. I'm incredibly superstitious.
I already know this one, so I'm just gonna let them.
I think
You
it's
always
because
say that your dad beats you, and you haven't.
In bowling, not. He doesn't like beat me.
Oh, sorry.
Just making sure they know.
technicalities again. Technicalities.
Chat's gonna be like, calling DCF on that old man. Beating his 40-year-old son. You bowl 300 game, I'll whoop you up.
I'm gonna go with superstitious because I don't think you're incredibly superstitious, but I think we all have superstitions. I think about stuff.
We talked a lot about ghost stuff.
I know. I'm
But
going.
it doesn't mean you're incredibly about it. You just maybe it's ghost stuff. I believe in ghost stuff too.
You
So
said
what?
more than one. I'm going with more than one because I think it's been just one.
What's got?
You've never seen it without plumbing.
That's true.
What's when?
He can actually.
I've
Right
never
on the
seen any of the Godfather movies.
Okay, that is true. You've
True.
never seen them.
You want to change your answer?
Yeah.
Because obviously it's wrong.
I was like, oh, I know he hasn't seen it.
You don't have to change it. I'll just tell you.
That's superstitious.
Yeah, I'm not superstitious.
I knew you are superstitious, but you're not.
I'm not.
Incredibly. Okay.
I have thrown one real 300 game, and I've
I thought
thrown
you had 2.
no, just one, and I've thrown multiple no tap 300 games.
Okay.
All right, bracket, and we done.
Sides.
He can't math. He's
25. No, it is because I was already 12.
So, but we're going by the year though, right?
Yeah. So
1994 was 27 years ago.
but that's the thing. I was going by age.
27.
I wasn't going by the year.
You were
Well,
still
so
wrong.
you were
Double
wrong.
shot.
You're
No,
so wrong.
because I
Do you forget how old you are again?
I said for over 25 years.
Can we do the bracket?
Right.
That 27 years is over.
Can we solve this in a group text? Offline. Hey everybody, thanks for hanging out and sticking around with us. We greatly appreciate you. We're going on to the bracket.
I was 12 years old. 37 minus 12 is 25. All right. Anyways, brackets.
Dim sum meal sides. Thank you. Dim sum.
Dim sum. What?
Dim sum sides.
Like
Oh, so
dinner,
okay.
supper.
Male
He
sides.
just changed it.
I thought you said dim sum. I'm like, what?
Dim sum. Dinner supper sides. Go.
Broccoli or asparagus? Which do you prefer?
Asparagus.
Sorry, I just got a message from Barclay. Broccoli.
Yes, I also
Yeah.
choose broccoli here.
All right.
Go on.
Heads broccoli, tails asparagus. Broccoli wins. All right. So now we got coleslaw or baked beans.
Baked beans.
Baked beans.
Like
Baked beans all the way, all the
I
way.
cannot do coleslaw for some reason.
It's a
She
texture.
doesn't like
No, it's not. It's
cabbage.
Chewy.
the
Chewy, crunchy.
yeah. It's like that and the
No.
sauce.
Yeah.
that it-
Mayonnaise.
I know, but it just doesn't. It doesn't. Mayonnaise and cabbage.
I'll say it shouldn't
Doesn't
exist.
go
It
together.
should
Yeah,
not
it
exist.
shouldn't.
It was a mistake. Coleslaw's a mistake. Take it up with me, chat.
Patty.
All right. Baked potatoes or mashed potatoes.
I like baked.
I'm feeling like these are the same side.
Well, it is, but it's
Who wants the
Like
potato
it
thing?
should be like sweet potatoes.
because when I think of mashed potatoes, it's got the butter and the milk in it. Milk.
Meal.
Yeah,
You
so-
put
so-
that in your baked potato too, not milk, but
Obviously, I'd say that. Just,
put butter in your baked potato.
yeah, but basically one's with skin, one's without skin.
True.
Essentially.
Oh, and my mashed potatoes have skin.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like real
I-
mashed potatoes.
I love
or
mashed
they
potatoes,
just
but
be
I
mashed?
actually like baked potatoes
same.
I'm gonna
more.
go, yeah. I'll
yeah.
go with baked potatoes because you never know what kind of mashed
I
potatoes
never
you're
get
getting.
them though. That's the thing. We never.
Really?
Yeah, like
If I have the option, I'll take baked.
most.
Yeah.
Well, and not every restaurant carries the will have the difference, you know. But like, she'll make hers that are true mashed potatoes that we cut up.
So-
yeah,
I love the ones that are the double stuffed baked potatoes.
we need to start. We need to
The
buy
twice
them
baked
from.
girls?
Twice baked.
Yeah, we
something
need to
like
buy
that.
them from Publix and then just do
Yeah.
baked potatoes and whatnot. I
Right,
like
Wack.
them when we have potato. Dinner roll or cornbread?
Dinner roll.
It depends
Dinner
on what
roll.
I'm eating.
I know it really does.
Cornbread,
It really does, but I'm still.
because there's types of cornbread that I can eat. I can't eat.
As long as
No.
long as it's not dry as heck, I'll take cornbread over dinner roll. So we're on 50-50
Yeah,
on
dry
that.
cornbread is disgusting.
All right. So heads dinner roll, tails cornbread. Damn it. Dinner roll.
Yeah.
All right. So broccoli or baked potato?
Baked potato all
Baked
day.
potato.
What?
Baked potato.
What was it? Sorry, broccoli. Baked potato.
Baked. Then we have what? Beans.
Beans and rolls. Beans for me.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take
Oh, I
beans.
don't like
Yeah,
rolls.
beans.
so.
All right. Then I'm outruled. So
I'll take beans too.
beans or a baked potato?
Baked potato.
Go with a baked potato.
Baked potato.
I do like beans, but
I can't see it.
I can't see that.
I can't eat either.
no one can see
No,
that.
I
It's
see
white
it.
on white.
I just can't see it. Okay. Anyways, so
Let's see.
baked potatoes.
Hey,
Supper
the
set.
ultimate dinner supper set, according to this.
Bracket.
Stupid bracket, but it was
Cool
fine.
bracket. I like
I
it.
like it. Yeah, it's just, it has to do with
Food
food,
brackets
so-
are fun. Yeah, food brackets are always going to go over
Yeah.
well.
All right, let's close her up. Ha ha ha.
Yes.
That was inappropriate.
So why do I even have to talk about the financial market right now? Really? Really? I mean,
It's crazy.
it's crazy. It's nuts. But actually, what I will say is this. I did mention it earlier. I'm excited about people being invested, getting in themselves, learning about it and everything else. But talk to a licensed and trusted professional. I get it. Sometimes somebody you may run into, you're like, oh, I don't know if I can trust them or not. But that's why there are rules and laws and set in place. So that way, if we do something against you or whatever else, we can go to jail for that stuff. So we're held, at a higher standard for that kind of reason. But nevertheless, still, talk to a trusted professional, not your uncle's nephew who heard about an article from their friend's dog. Okay, talk to
I
somebody.
saw GameStop is doing really well.
So yeah, so
I should go buy it all.
Exactly. So yes, please talk to a professional advisor before you start making decisions and things like that. Okay. So boom, shakalaka. I kept it under 2 minutes.
Yep.
Nice.
Awesome. So I actually found because since I never talk about myself, I always talk about what's trending. Apple says to keep your iPhone 12 away from pacemakers. Apparently the magnets screw up the pacemaker. So if you have a family member and you have an iPhone 12, please keep it away from them. There you go. So there's my tech. What about TBA?
She's gonna pull a quick article up real quick and read a snippet from it because it was actually.
Oh, that's not a snippet. That's like the whole opening.
Oh. All right.
It'd be funny if I just said right now. So it hasn't been recording. I'm joking.
I know better because we're watching it.
Like I'll murder you.
That'll be no show this week, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
No show. And next week there's no Frack. Yeah, missing.
We removed FPW.
I mean, if you guys
Gotta
want
buy
to
a
listen,
new
it probably
website.
takes me a couple minutes to read it.
No, just read the. Oh. Yeah, read it. It's just a minute. It's not
Okay.
that long. Okay.
All right. Let me give you a hypothetical situation. Say you're walking down the street and a well-dressed, attractive young lady or gentleman walks up to you smiling. And they ask if they can have a minute of your time. You smile, you nod, and you're not in a rush to get anywhere. They start talking about this new restaurant they just started. And it sounds awesome. Affordable, delicious, Moroccan food served in a converted warehouse. They tell you that it's open now, give you a business card, and tell you that you can have 50% off your first meal there. They shake your hand, and then you rush off to take advantage of the discount of the promised meal. Except when you get to the address on the card they gave you, the place is boarded up. And not just that, it's also in a terrible neighborhood. It's falling apart, and there's an odd smell coming from somewhere. What I just described is exactly what it's like to promote your business with marketing without a website optimized to receive the traffic you're generating. Why spend all that money making your brand appear well-dressed, attractive, smiling, confident, and then push the value of your product, the affordable, delicious service that you're going to provide in an awesome environment if your website doesn't actually deliver on that promise?
True.
So that was on another blog that we had found over on Wishpond, and she read it to me the other day. She's
I was like, do you have a minute? Because this is really well written.
I said, yeah, go ahead. And so, yeah, it's a great little blog snippet, but just with you, we should just record our own little TBA commercials like that.
Yeah, I say this to him all the time because people always come to us wanting more business. How do I get more business?
I need more leads. I need to do blah, blah, blah.
And I'm like,
what do I gotta do?
Well, where are you sending all that traffic to? You're gonna send them to a website because you can't answer your phone 24/7. Like your website is.
Let your website work for you.
Or
send them to a form.
Or we're going to have our messages turned off so we can answer. So
you pay all this money for great marketing, and then your website looks like crap.
You're going to build your website yourself and put up something that you think looks as great, but it's not going to rank in Google. It's not going to be this and that. It's not like people. I did this in one of our B&I presentations in my 10-minute, and I showed a side by side of here. Check out this website and check out this website that I just finished. Which one do you want? Which one are you going to fill out the form and send? This one that looks all busted and the form looks unsecure and it's not mobile friendly. You're like pinching and zooming to fill out the form on it. Or are you going to go to this one that is like well done and it looks like, okay, so the company must do good work and get paid good money because their website looks like they spent, good money on it. So, and just because somebody has a nice website doesn't mean that they do good service, but they're investing in their business, which means they probably invest
in their business.
Yeah.
So they're probably investing in their knowledge and continuing
education and all that
to
stuff. So-
provide a better service.
So if you have a busted website and you need help with it, give us a shout, tbamarketing.com.
Let
You're
your
awesome
out.
All right, kids, that was our show. Very long.
Actually, it's
No?
it feels like it went long, but you know what? We're keeping it on mark.
2 minute 40? 2 hour 40?
No, it's just under 155.
Wow. Wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, so we're doing. We're keeping our average. Yeah,
And there's a segment in there we can actually cut out because we got off on a little bit of a tangent.
just a little bit.
But yeah, just a little bit. But yeah, awesome.
All right.
Quote it out.
Closing credit of the evening. It's going to be from the great Ralph Waldo Emerson. The only person you're destined to become is the person you decide to be.
That's right.
So don't be an asshole.
There it is. Sign out of social media. Turn off the news. Don't text and drive. Epstein didn't kill himself. GameStop. Peace.
Bye.
Shall we close it again with a song?
See ya.